Hi everyone and welcome to the Hermetic Shaman. My name is Jayme, and if you're new here, I am so glad that you have found your way to this space. If you are returning, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your continued support. Today's reading is a general collective message intended for anyone who feels drawn to it. As always, please take what resonates and gently release what doesn't. If you're interested in a personal reading or a session with me, you'll find the link to my website in the description below. For those on TikTok, you'll find that right on my profile. And if this message supports you in any way, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and for those on YouTube, hit that notification bell so you never miss out on a reading. Alrighty y'all, let us begin. I call upon my full divine counsel in this sacred moment. Yahweh, eternal flame and sovereign creator. Elohim, divine architects of form and frequency. Sophia, holy mother of wisdom, womb, and word. Papa Legba, opener of the gates, keeper of the crossroads. Hecate, queen of witches, guardian of shadow and flame. Yeshua, ascended master of unconditional love and truth. My beloved ancestors of the blood, spirit, and stars. The archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel, and the eternal light of my Lyran soul. Stand with me now. Surround this space in truth, clarity, and protection. Let every card reveal only what serves the highest path. Let falsehood fall, let wisdom rise. May every card reveal only what serves the highest path. Let falsehood fall, let wisdom rise. May I be a clear vessel for divine messages. May my words honor both shadow and light. May no harm enter, no distortion pass through. I read as Flamekeeper, Priest, and Sovereign Starseed. I read with purpose, integrity, and divine permission. I open this reading in full trust and alignment. So it is, so it has always been, and so it shall be. Alrighty, y'all. We are going to be beginning with the tarot dice. Things might get a little loud for a moment. So if you're sensitive to sound, I do recommend lowering the volume. Universe and Divine Counsel. What is going on in collective energy, and what is it that the collective needs to know at this time? This is very interesting. We have the Emperor sideways. We have the King of Swords in the reverse, and then we have the Four of Wands. So right off the bat, there are two masculine energies here. I don't know if it looks like they've been trying to go up against a feminine energy. Either way, one masculine is older than the other, so I don't know if this is like a father-son duo, or an uncle-nephew, or I don't know, something like that. Because the Emperor could symbolize a patriarch of some sort, or a father figure of some sort. But this is somebody here they're not upright. This is somebody here who's probably lost their way. They're on their way out. Not like out as in like gone. I mean, maybe. But, I mean, like, on their way out. Like, nobody here is no longer listening to this person's leadership. This is somebody here who has been discovered to be very controlling and very manipulative. And then we have this King of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody here who's very immoral. This is somebody here who will twist the facts. This is somebody here who, why do I want to say doesn't believe in science? Doesn't believe in truth? This is somebody here who's really focused on their emotions. Knight of Cups. And the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Somebody here is wanting to make some sort of an apology. Somebody wants to reach out because they notice that their dependency is going down. This could be somebody here that's turning on their own person. Maybe this Emperor here once believed in this King of Swords. But now this person's reputation's taking a hit. Because somebody here is unwilling to brave their fear with this Fool reversed. Somebody here just keeps on beating the same bush. Either way, somebody is very upset that some kind of soulmate situation here is over, family, friend, lover, business. Some kind of contract here is over with this Queen of Pentacles, and I'm feeling that like that's you, collective. Because you're receiving some kind of attention, recognition, and some kind of support here. Maybe this Emperor is finally getting ready to support you, even though he probably decided to choose someone else over you. This is giving me the energy of somebody here picked sides. And now somebody here is regretting the side that they picked. Whoever this patriarch is, whoever this masculine energy is, they picked the wrong side. This is somebody here that believed somebody else's lies, which is probably why this person is no longer the Emperor. Because the Emperor and the Empress, they're the accumulation of all the kings and the queens. They're supposed to be master magicians. They have mastered all of the suits. This is somebody here who didn't pay attention to some kind of red flag and decided to team up with somebody else to go up against you, but is now losing their position. Maybe they're losing their position in life. Maybe they're just losing their position in how other people view them. All because they decided to team up with this individual here who was very immoral, very corrupt, somebody here that would bend the truth. Somebody here who would lie incessantly. We have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody is realizing that they're receiving some kind of a loss, or that there's not going to be any return on their investment if they decide to continue going down this path with this individual. That's why this Emperor could be wanting to make amends in some kind of way. We have the Two of Wands. Somebody here has been evaluating their choices. They've been evaluating their choices and trying to decide what path to go down next. So right now they're in the waiting period. Maybe this person doesn't know what to say or how to say it. Somebody is realizing how this King of Swords here was only trying to keep something going in regards to for their dependency. This is some kind of codependent situation here that somebody here was relying on. And that's why they felt like they needed to lie in order to attach themselves or to be seen in good graces by this Emperor. This is very strange. I have strong Aries, Gemini, Libra energy here. It's definitely heavy Aries energy. This could be a low-vibing Aries. Either way, somebody here is afraid to take some kind of leap of faith, and that's this King of Swords. They're not doing what it is that they need to do. This is somebody here that's being very unjust. The Tower reversed. That's what it is. Somebody here is trying to keep something erected that shouldn't even have been built in the first place. We have the Seven of Wands here. It's in the reverse. Somebody here is quickly losing support. They can't defend themselves. Somebody can't defend themselves now that the lies are all open. People are seeing how much of a coward this individual is, how intimidated this King of Swords is up against this Queen of Pentacles, somebody who's very practical, very sensible. This is somebody here who follows through with what it is that they promise. The Queen of Pentacles is always very good at managing their finances, managing their expenses. We have the Eight of Cups reversed. You know, I was trying to give this Emperor the benefit of the doubt. I really was. But now that I saw that, it's kind of like, what? Is this person trying to still believe some kind of a lie here? To try and make this other person happy? This person in the middle? Somebody is trying to play monkey in the middle. See, this Page of Swords is facing down. It's not upright either. So somebody here is trying to, again, I don't know if this Emperor is going to try and twist the truth to try and bring this Queen of Pentacles back to this King of Swords, or to try and reunite them in some kind of way. This is somebody here who doesn't want this Queen of Pentacles to go, to head towards wish fulfillment. They want them to head back. I'm not liking this energy. I'm really not liking this energy. The Three of Cups. Somebody does not want to see somebody else win. It's like trying to save this King of Swords' feelings, but like, why would somebody be so pressed if you're winning? If you're winning, why is this person so pressed that you're actually doing good for yourself? And if this is a family situation, shouldn't people want to support you? Like, I don't get this energy. I do not get this energy. It's kind of like this energy here of like you not knowing who you can trust. Because you know for sure you can't trust this King of Swords in the reverse, but then you can't keep trusting the same person that keeps supporting that individual. We have the Nine of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Two of Swords. I mean, this is all about communication. It's all about the truth, and it's all about the facts. Somebody here is feeling guilty. One person is blinded to the truth. One person's unwilling to see the truth. That somebody here is a liar with that Seven of Swords. It's like the energy of somebody telling you to, like, dim your light so that way somebody else doesn't feel worse about themselves. So it's like trying to save somebody else's feel. Listen, if that person feels so bad about themselves, and they need to go to therapy. If they can't handle the fact that somebody else is doing better than them. That problem is not you, collective. Like, the issue with this reading so far is that people here have been trying to make you out to be the bad guy, and like you are the problem for you just being you. For you just being practical, for you following your dreams, for you actually following through, for you actually building something for yourself. Nobody else is here in the upright. You have individuals here that are afraid of change. And what they want to do is try and control you and rope you back in to the same all illusion that they have all fell privy to. Why? Because now they're losing out. Maybe you are the prize. You are the blessing. You are the one that brings stability because you're the Queen of Pentacles. You're very resourceful. And I feel like you've decided to no longer participate in this situation. You've exited this relationship. Again, family, friend, lover, business. You've exited. Because somebody here is trying to keep something erected that shouldn't have never been built in the first place. This is somebody that's unwilling to confront their own demons, their own truth. I'm almost even wondering here if somebody's even trying to scapegoat you again to make it seem like you're the problem. It's what you're doing that's causing issues to everybody else. But I'm not getting this energy here that you're all up in people's faces, because the Queen of Pentacles is somebody very practical. Yeah, she may have a lot of resources, she may have a lot of blessings, she may have a lot of money, but she's not like all up in your face with it. Just because this person has made wise investments. I'm feeling a little bit of like aggravation. Because it's like, I'm getting this energy of like, why can't people just let me be in peace? And that could be very aggravating, especially if you keep asking for peace, especially if you keep laying out your boundaries and people keep trying to cross them, trying to push them. There's also this energy here of somebody here not apologizing for their own actions. Because they don't want to take a look at themselves. And I feel like you were done just making excuses for these people. Universe, tell us more. We have the Fool upright. See, what they don't want you to have this new beginning. They don't want you to start a new chapter. They don't want you to start a brand new cycle here. Because that's what we've been picking up on for the past week or so. Is the fact that there's been a major completion here in your life because you finally decided to say enough is enough. I no longer want to tolerate the situation. You cut the cords. You severed the connection. You did what was best for you. We have this Five of Pentacles here, and now somebody here is feeling like a victim. So I'm almost wondering if this King of Swords is going up to this Emperor like, yeah, so the Queen of Pentacles isn't talking to me anymore, or the collective isn't talking to me anymore, and it's making me really sad and upset, and every time I try to fix it, you know, I don't know, they're being mean or something. But somebody's misrepresenting your boundaries as you being mean. Which means that they don't even respect you. That's the truth. They don't respect you. They don't respect your boundaries. They just think that you're being mean to them. So we have like a tattletaler. Someone who was like tattletaling. Running to daddy. Like, oh, daddy. The Queen of Pentacles is being so mean. So it's like going to someone else to fight their battles for them. And of course they're going to lie because they're not going to tell the truth. Because, I mean, the King of Swords is in the reverse. This person doesn't care. They just want to be attached because they can't provide for themselves. They can't stand on their own. With the Three of Pentacles sideways. And it looks like it's going reversed. So... And there's the Queen of Pentacles again. 10 of Cups reverse, 10 of Pentacles reverse in the... See, you've already made the choice. You've already chose what path to go down. And someone's trying to make you retrace your steps. That's what they want you to do. They want you to retrace your steps. Because things are going downhill. It's like that song from Newfound Glory, all downhill from here. This is definitely a family situation. Or maybe you thought of these people as if they were family. Take it how it resonates. The 10 of Cups in the reverse with the 10 of Pentacles, this is not happily ever after. This is a major ending here. Somebody here thought that, or somebody here was planning their longevity, their happiness, their future on this Queen of Pentacles. So it's like they wanted to put all the pressure onto you. Now we have the Emperor upright with Strength in the reverse. What's happening is this King of Swords is appealing to the Emperor's ego, and this Emperor, who has made great strides to be in the position that they're in, is slowly losing everything that they have built for taking this person's side. It's like they forgot all the lessons that they learned to be the Emperor. It's like a masculine here falling from grace. So they want to come in and pretend like they want to work with you. But I think that's just another lie, because this is not upright. Death. It's going to be stopped dead in its tracks. This is all because they owe you something with this Six of Pentacles in the reverse. They took something from you. So now they have to repay it back, that you're receiving some kind of balance. You're receiving some kind of justice. This is the act of justice playing out. Some of you guys could be Virgo, Libra, or Cuspers. Doesn't have to be. But this all has to do with choices and the fact that you were done playing this game, going back and forth with somebody here who was wishy-washy. Or with a situation here that you always lost more than what it is that was promised, or what it is that you should have gained. You've let it go, and it's bringing you victory. Double sixes here, 66. Something here is getting ready to be transformed. And it's like the more and more they try to double down, the more and more that they're going to end up losing. The Three of Swords in the reverse. They're going to end up losing. They're going to end up getting themselves hurt. We have the King of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Magician. Somebody here does not want you to be happy. They don't want you to celebrate. They don't want you to rejoice. They don't want you to have options. They don't want you to be able to manifest what it is that you want. But why, though? Universe, why? I want to know why. The Six of Cups in the reversed? Because they don't want you speaking about what happened in the past. They know that you have information that could really tarnish them. Even though you may have not spoken it out yet. I think that's the greater goal. They don't want you to speak upon the past because you don't have any fond memories of the past. No, you don't. Seven of Swords reversed because you've caught the shenanigans. You've caught all the lies. You caught how they were just trying to deceive you. How they were just trying to sabotage you. How they were just trying to keep you trapped in a toxic contract. In a situation here that kept you binded to them, right? This is somebody that presents situations here as if they're so great, as if they're so beautiful, as if there's so much for you to gain. But there's always that fine print that they hope that you don't read. Page of Swords and the Eight of Wands. There is going to be some news here that is traveling really fast. Some kind of news, some kind of information. Somebody here has done some kind of inquiry. Maybe that's why you're receiving that justice, you're receiving that balance, you're receiving that payout. Because there's been some kind of inquiry where somebody here has dug up some kind of information, because the Page of Swords is someone who's very inquisitive. This is like a researcher, detective of sorts. It doesn't have to be like a legit detective, but this is somebody here who looks into things. This is somebody who doesn't just look at surface level. This is somebody that looks at all of it. They naturally want to know more, and they will find out more. Maybe that's why they want to come in and apologize or give you this appearance, because they know they're going to have to pay up. Whether it's karmically or physically, they're going to have to pay up for what it is that they have done to you. Somebody never wanted you to step into this leadership position, whatever that means for you. They never wanted you to shine. They never wanted you to have any support. Maybe they thought that if they didn't support you, that you would stop. But you ended up finding support elsewhere. Universe, tell us more. This is very strange energy. Like, it's really, really difficult to even try and break down this energy here, because it feels so choppy. And maybe that's part of the reason why you even left, because maybe things just didn't make sense. It just didn't, it's not making sense now. Knight of Wands reversed, and the Page of Cups reversed, and the Tower. It's giving the energy here of people were using you and abusing you. Getting other people to team up, right? Maybe with fake crocodile tears, because the King of Swords in the reverse is somebody who's going to throw on the waterworks. I mean, they're highly influenced by their own emotions. That's how they make their decisions. That's how they spin their lies. You know, you have to make it believable, right? Take the energy here of the boy who cried wolf. And that's exactly what this is. It's like now that they desperately need you, because now they see your value. With the Queen of Pentacles, it's undeniable. They can see your value. They see your worth now. And now they're like, shit, we let that slip by. But instead of taking ownership, it's like, let's try and get them back in. Again, not doing things the right way, trying to lead with a lie. And that's why something here is going to end as quickly as it started. Like, somebody here is not thinking through. They're being very irrational. They're being very impulsive here with this Knight of Wands reversed. Could be a Sag, doesn't have to be. Yeah, somebody's not thinking through this plan. They're trying to rush something with this Knight of Cups reversed, Queen of Cups reversed, because they want a new beginning. They want to be able to walk down this new doorway with you. They want to be able to head into this new beginning with you. They want to be in this next phase of your life, in this next chapter. Because they see that you have built something here for yourself. Something of value. You're standing on your own again. And a part of this, why they want to come back in, is because by you standing on your own, maybe it refutes whatever lies they said about you. Maybe they said that you would never be able to do it. Maybe they said that you weren't good enough. Or whatever it was, but you did it without their support, and you're even better for it. So now they're like, oh, now that's making us look bad. That's one reason. Like, all of their reasons are very superficial and very layered. One, they don't want you to make you look bad, to make them look bad. Two, they're recognizing, oh shit, maybe you were the answer that they needed all along. But now you're nowhere there to help them. So now they're like, shit, what are they going to do? That's why they're codependent, because they need something from you that they're unable to provide for themselves. Not unable, that they don't want to. There's a difference. You know, some people just don't want to learn. They don't want to try new things. You know, it's like the energy here of people who don't want to keep up with the world. They don't want to keep up with the times. They want to be carried through. This is very, very strange energy. Be very careful, collective, because somebody here is planning on being sneaky. Because they know that their time is up. They know it's any minute now, death is knocking at their door. And I don't mean to, like, you know, to off them or anything, but I mean to bring major endings in their life here. The endings that they were prolonging. Somebody here has been trying to prolong transformation. They were trying to prolong evolving. They were trying to prolong doing the right thing, being an honest person. You're dodging bullets here? Yeah. You're a queen rising. You're stepping into your power. You're receiving attention. Now they're crying over you because they're wolf in sheep's clothing, because you're going to be able to travel? You're going to be able to move on? Is this somebody here who's upset with the fact that you're able to travel? I don't understand that either. Or this could just mean movement, or that you're going to be able to have possibilities with this travel card. You're not going to be stuck in one situation, confined. We did have that devil in the reverse. It's like somebody here wanted to keep you as a pet, is what it's feeling like. Like, I don't, like, this energy is very strange. Like, somebody thought that you were their pet, this wolf in sheep's clothing. I did say the boy who cries wolf. This person is a stalker. They're creepy, they're watching, they're very obsessed. They're watching every little thing that you do, every post that you put online. And they want to make you an offer. They think they know you well enough now where they can try and make you an offer. Trying to entice you. That's what it is. They're trying to entice you. They're trying to appeal to your ego. Because they want to hook you. They want to hook you in. Hook, line, sinker. Right? They want to reel you back in. Universe, tell us more. You need to speak your truth, because I feel like this person's going to send somebody else in to make this offer for you. They're going to send somebody else in, but they're not being honest with this other person who they've already corrupted. Let's just be honest. They corrupted this emperor. They already corrupted this individual. So this person's already corrupted. So what they want to do is send that corrupted person towards you to try and entice you and rope you back in. And they could even be using the, this is going to be like some type of gaslighting situation where they were like, well, you know, the King of Swords really cares about you. They really like you. They're always worried about you. They have your best interest at heart. And I need to calm down because I was really just about to swear. But you know what? Maybe it needs to come out. I am fucking sick and tired of people saying, I just want what's best for you. Instead of supporting you when you ask for certain support. It's like, listen to the words that come out of your mouth, not the delusions in your own brain. These are not people who want the best for you. They think they know what's best for you. That's the difference. Because this is somebody here who needs to keep their lie afloat. They want to come in and kiss your ass. It's people who have no facts. They make shit up. Makes shit up. Never has the facts. Makes shit up. Lies. Because they're delulu with this love on the brain, fantasizing, daydreaming, very nostalgic of the past. How things used to be. Maybe how you used to be. Maybe you're not as naive as you were in the past. You're not naive anymore because of the trials that these people have put you under. Did they really think that you weren't going to learn? It's like, how many times are you going to touch the fire to recognize that you're going to get burned? These people don't want you to move. They don't want you to move. They want you restricted. They don't want you to have any freedom. Because you're unwilling to sacrifice yourself in order to appeal to their egos. Universe, tell us more, please. They're clout hungry. They want attention. They'll say anything, do anything, make shit up, being overdramatic, putting on the crocodile tears. Right, if you really felt that bad, then why won't you take responsibility for the behavior that led to this moment? How about that? How about owning the shit that you did? And instead of talking and speaking and lying because you know you can't match it up with your energy, how about actually taking active steps to be a better person instead of being a shithead? Ego. It's all about their ego. It's all about their ego. Their ego is hurt and it's getting in the way of relationships. That's exactly what I just said. And you're too busy reflecting, and they're trying to dig dirt to get information on you because they're a spiritual hater. This can be somebody here who hates your spirituality. This could even be individuals that try to use religion to go up against you. The same very people who will use religion to go up against you but has never once a day in their life even opened up the Bible. I got into a fight with somebody in my family because they heard me praying one day. And I was praying to Yahweh. And they were like, oh, that's some Satanist shit. And I'm like, are you that fucking stupid? You understand that Jesus' father's name is Yahweh, right? Like, maybe if you read your Bible, you would fucking know that. Then they just looked at me. And I said, go ahead and ask your goddamn priest. For the record, I am spiritual, not religious. And that's the reason why. Because I just can't. They just hate on your happiness here. They're trying to find every little excuse to try and ostracize you. What's that movie or that book? The Scarlet Letter? Where the lady wore the A on her chest? You're too unbothered. You're uncontrollable in their eyes. You're too wild. You broke free from whatever matrix they were trying to keep you in. And this is somebody... And honestly, I think both of these individuals are going to go for a fall. The person who allowed themselves to be corrupted, even though they knew better. I don't know what this King of Swords has on this Emperor. I don't know. But there's a lot of fake fucking smiles. Because all they're doing is talking shit. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back to what I said earlier. This is a father-son duo. It doesn't matter how old they are. And maybe that's the attachment that corrupted this individual here. Somebody here does not want to see what their own offspring is up to. They don't want to take accountability for that because they don't want to take accountability for the fact that maybe they went wrong in the first place. Maybe this person has a habit here of crying, seeking attention, all because of their ego. And somebody here just let it fester. Because people don't just become this way in adulthood. They don't. Behavior is taught, not learned. I'm sorry. Behavior is learned, not taught. We have an enabler here. We have somebody here who enabled somebody instead of getting them help. Instead of putting them in their place. Instead of doing their job. So then they pass that on. You're dealing with people here who are still stuck in some kind of generational curse. One that you would have broken free from. Universe, give us one more, please. Excuse me. We have a spiritual hater. Hates on your spirituality, your light, your magic, your power. Maybe even your truth. Some of you guys could be truth speakers. And you don't have to do what I do to speak truth. You're just somebody here who is very well read. Because the Queen of Pentacles is somebody here who values knowledge and knows how to use it. Your light irritates their demons. Your light irritates their demons, so they're creeping. They're creeping. Look at this motherfucker just sitting there creeping, looking over the corners, trying to see what you're up to. They're trying to get a closer look. They're trying to be all up in your business because you're uninterested, and yet they're claiming to be into you. But if they were into you, they wouldn't treat you the way that they treat you. That's what I don't understand. Somebody here needs to go to... Someone needs to be 5150'd. Straight up. Maybe that's how this is all going to end. Because there is going to be some kind of legal issues. You wanted the attention that bad? Well, now you got the attention. You got the spotlight now. You're going to have to answer for it, too. And honestly, I'm feeling from this energy, it's taken a lot of restraint on your end to not slap a bitch. My day was going so good until I tapped into this energy. And I'm not throwing shade at you, collective. It's these... these fucktards. That'll just ruin it for everybody. Universe, tell us more. What is going on here? A fake apology. I knew it. I knew it. All because of some kind of outdated thinking. Outdated thinking. People don't want to become irrelevant. What, they don't like the fact that you tossed them away like they tossed you away? Because maybe you didn't see any value in what it is that they were giving you because they were just giving you scraps. You were giving them more than what they were giving you. They've been caught. They don't like the fact that they've been caught on their outdated thinking. I don't know if this is sexism, homophobia, ageism, racism, all of the isms and phobias and whatever we like to tell ourselves in order to keep us all separated so we don't actually. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna dial it back. Private relationship and sexual protection. These individuals can have even been trying to send people your way to be in a relationship with you in order to distract you, but you have been protected. Maybe you're just not giving it up to anybody. You're just like, whatever. I can take care of myself. More power to you. I want to fake apologize now. Somebody here has been getting a room, doing things behind the scenes. Maybe this person's going through a divorce in their life and they're trying to blame you. But now that you're nowhere, now that you're not even connected to these people, maybe that's why their lie is falling apart. So that's why they want to rope you back in. So they can be like, see, I told you it was the collective that got in the way of our relationship. I don't know. This is very strange. It's time for you to watch shit go down. Watch shit go down. The tower is going to come crumbling. I feel like it's going to happen over this weekend. There's going to be a major tower moment this weekend. Because somebody's efforts to rope you back in are not working. And maybe they were heavily reliant on that to work. The police could be involved here somehow. Watch shit go down. Popo's gonna get involved because of an insecure individual here who's lashing out of their fear, out of their own insecurities. You already know the tea. You know the tea. You already know. You already know what this person did. Somebody here could have committed a crime in a hotel room that they don't want to come out. Maybe this is somebody here who's trying to pin that on you. I don't even know where that came from. This is total drama. Red lipstick stains, and they don't want to hear it. That's what it is. They don't want to hear it. You know, they want to tell everybody else what to do. They want to, they want to keep telling everybody else how they feel. They want to cry about it all the time, but yet they don't want to hear it. The police are involved. You already know the tea. Somebody has just been putting on a show. You're too emotionally intelligent. They know they fucked up. See, they know they fucked up. They just don't want to hear it. They want a free ride. They want a free pass. They want another one. They want to continue to be enabled. They want to continue to have things swept underneath the rug. And maybe they go crying to their daddy to help them. And their dad, unbeknownst to them, is like, well, that's my son, or that's my daughter. It could be a feminine energy as well. Or a mother and a daughter. It could be that too. They're expecting a new beginning. They're expecting a new toxic beginning here. This is somebody who is doing drugs. They're expecting a new beginning. This is somebody who doesn't like the fact that you're fighting for what you love. You're claiming what is yours. It's the energy of somebody wants you to share, but they never want to share themselves. They're highly envious. They want what everybody else wants. That's what it is. They want what everybody else wants, and now they're going through a bank failure. There is some kind of recording or something here was recorded about how somebody here got played. This person was trying to keep you a secret and expecting a new beginning. They're keeping you a secret. Maybe they're keeping the fact that they betrayed you a secret. I don't know. Something's getting ready to be revealed. We did have that Page of Swords and that Eight of Wands in the tarot earlier. There is going to be some quick moving information that somebody here has collected, and maybe it's the police. Maybe it is some kind of detective. Something definitely happens in a hotel room. And maybe it involved some kind of drugs. Universe, please tell us more. Somebody could have even traveled. Maybe they did something like out of state or out of town in hopes that they wouldn't get caught. Yeah, this is all because you're getting ready to receive. You're getting ready to receive. And they want you to be generous so that you can assist them. That's what it is. Because they're envious of the fact that you're getting ready to receive, because they know the spotlight and the attention's on you. Continue to trust your intuition. We have the moon here. Things are not as they appear. Somebody here is slowly cracking. And it honestly feels like their whole life is falling apart, and they're just trying to keep the tower up. You know, they're like, oh, let me put the bricks back together. Because they know that you are attracting separation. And you have connected to your higher self. That's what it is. Somebody wants to separate you from your higher self. They never wanted you to elevate. You know, this is giving me the energy of some people here who wanted to gatekeep the fact that, you know, everybody can have a connection to God, to Source. Maybe there's people who are trying to separate you from that because they know what you would be able to build once you actually did get into your higher self. Not only what you'd be able to build, but what you would reveal. Remember, they hate your light, they hate your power, they hate your magic. So what they tried to do was they tried to take down your inner child. But you've healed your inner child. You've overcome the generational curse. And it's action time with Jupiter. There is going to be some kind of expansion, some new opportunity. There is going to be growth. And somebody wants to ride your coattails. They want you to save them. But this is somebody here who, instead of doing right by you, did you wrong, but now they want you to save them. But why should you? You're not their responsibility. They are. They're responsible for themselves. People don't like hearing that. You are responsible for yourself and for your own choices. If you're blaming everyone else for what's going on with your life, then you really need to take a good hard look at yourself and ask yourself, then why are you still dealing with those people in the first place? If they're going to keep treating you like that, that's still your choice to stay. Universe, please give us an affirmation for the collective. We have confidence. I think we got this one the other day too. In this moment, I take a step back and look at myself with pride of a good mother. I see an abundance of abilities and talents that show up all the time in big and little ways. If I could stick myself in a refrigerator, I would. I would invite all the neighbors over and say, look at that. Can you believe what an A+ that is? Somebody here does not like your confidence, the fact that you believe in yourself. This is just somebody here who whatever is going on, yes, they may be attacking you, and maybe you've already figured this out, but they're really just attacking themselves. That's really what it is. When your light irritates their demons, it's really nothing to do with your light. It's the fact that they know that they let their light diminish. They extinguish their own light. It's just somebody here who's just battling with themselves. And they're refusing to take the accountability and the responsibility to do what is necessary. So it's easier to take and to rob and to steal and to lie than to actually rise up, to heal. They want to take the easy way out. That's what it is. Universe, please give us a final message for the collective. We have 37 cultivation. That also breaks down to a 10. I think we also had this card the other day too. Listening to music can heal, encourage, and nurture your soul. Your spirituality is an essential part of who you are, and it forms the framework of your world. Music resonates with the human spirit. At the heart of humanity is the song of the soul. Music has the power to unite communities, cultures, and civilization. Listening to music can heal, hearten, and support your soul. Studies have found that musical tones communicate with and have an energetic impact on the cells and organs of the human body. It is believed that the cells vibrate and essentially have their own musical intonations. Listening to music can help heal and uplift your energy. You may find that by tuning into uplifting or calming music, you create space for greater contemplation and in turn gain more clarity about what you are creating in your life. It can also bring about a stronger connection to your higher self or to oneness. Music cultivates community, as sound fosters communication and greater unity. Cultivation is a continual process that develops, encourages, and nurtures. There is a spiritual connection that forms between the music and the listener. Ganesha is inviting you to incorporate music into your life in a way that will augment your spiritual expansion. Listen to soothing music while you prepare for your day. Move away from the noise of excessive electronics and digital images and back to a more melodic existence. Take time to sit and listen to music. Doing this can shift your energy to a clearer and more receptive state. Another thing that I'm getting out of that is, if people want to be loud, drown them out. Drown them out. Put your headphones on. Blast that music. Drown them out. That is what I have for y'all today, collective. I am sending you all lots of love and lots of light, and I will see you next time. Ciao.